gotta be. You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be. You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be. You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another live watch along. We're going to be doing the live watch along today of the World Cup game between Belgium and Canada. Before I do crack on with this watch along, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 28k subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. I promised myself that I wasn't going to say sliding across at the bottom of the screen, and here we are with another watch along of me saying it. Proper force of habit. Anyway, do leave your thoughts in the live chat as well with your score prediction for this game. We're very quickly going to go through the teams in just one moment. I want to say a big warm welcome to Adam. Thanks very much for tuning in. Lydia as well. Thanks very much for tuning in. Julia and 100. Thanks very much for tuning in. It is much appreciated. Do leave your score predictions in the live chat. Also, don't forget as well, leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. If you want to come and join today's pot, it's a £5 entry fee. You can use code JSGC5 on sign up. That'll give you a £5 free bet to come and join today's pot. I'm just very quickly sorting out and editing my team, so I'm not letting any bits of rotation catch me out. So I'll put Castagne in there. De Bruyne starts. Tielemens starts. Eden Hazard starts, and it's Michy Batshuayi that starts. So I will just oh, that's not right. Remove, and I want Michy Batshuayi in. Go with captain and vice captain. Lukaku can be removed, and I'll put in Hoilett. There we go. Save. So that's Belgium's side sorted. Canada very quickly. Alphonso Davies does start. Borjan in. Johnston start. Yep. Kone. Hoilett does. And we'll put Hutchinson in then. Move. Put Hutchinson in and save. And done, just in time. 2 seconds to spare. My BetMate team is all sorted. And we're in the pot, ready and waiting. So my team, my BetMate team has just had Belgium's national anthem playing. It is right here. Here's my BetMate team for today. I'm going with Thibaut Courtois in goal and Castagne and Alphonso Davies as my defenders. Captain Kevin de Bruyne along with Youri Tielemens and vice-captain Eden Hazard along with Michy Batshuayi. As Romelu Lukaku doesn't start in this game. On the bench made up all of Canada players. I've got Borjan, Johnston, Hutchinson and Hoilett. If you want to come and check out BetMate, then use my link to download BetMate. That would be much appreciated. Link is in the description in the live chat, and also you can use my QR code to download the BetMate app. It is a free app to download. If you want to use code JSGC5 on sign up, that would be much appreciated. I'll give you a £5 free bet as well. Remember, BetMate is available to anyone that is 18 and over in the UK. It is only available to those in the UK as well. Do remember to gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. So 100 going for a 4-1 victory today to Belgium. Adam going for a 5-2 victory today to Belgium. I'm going to go for a more conservative 2-0 victory today for Belgium is my score prediction. Going to go through the teams. We're going to start off with Canada. They're starting with Borjan in goal. Back three made up of Alistair Johnston, Vittoria and Camel Miller. It's Junior Hoilett as right wing back and Richie Laria as left wing back. A midfield two made up of Atiba Hutchinson and Stephen Eustaquio. Right midfield or right wing. It's going to be Tajon Buchanan and Alphonso Davies, and up front is Jonathan David. Atiba Hutchinson is Canada's captain today. On the bench for Canada, 2 goalkeepers, Dayne St. Clair and James Pantemis. Also on the bench is Adakubi, Waterman, Cornelius, Fraser, Kay, Osorio, Kone, Piette, Wotherspoon, Ugbo, Larin, Millar and Cavallini. For Belgium, their starting 11 for today is Thibaut Courtois in goal. A back three made up of Leander Dendonker, Toby Alderweireld and Jan Vertonghen. It's Timothy Castagne going at right wing back. Yannick Carrasco going at left wing back. Midfield 2 made up of Axel Witsel and Youri Tielemens. It's Eden Hazard going on the left wing. Kevin de Bruyne on the right wing. And Michy Batshuayi going up top. It's Eden Hazard captaining Belgium today. On the bench for Belgium is Simon Mignolet and Cohen Castiles, the 2 goalkeepers. Also on the bench is Thomas Meunier, Arthur Feature, Zeno de Bast, Vase, Thorgan Hazard, Charkes De Ketelaere, Vanaken, Onana, Dries Mertens, Leandro Trossard, Doku and Openda as well. The big absentee there, of course, is Romelu Lukaku. As Adams going for a 5-2 victory for Belgium. 100 going with a 4-1 victory for Belgium. O'Shane, thanks very much for tuning in, going for a 2-1 victory today for Belgium. I'm going for a 2-0 victory for Belgium today. As Hutchinson, captain of Canada, shakes hands with Eden Hazard, the captain of Belgium. Just a very quick recap of the games earlier in the World Cup. At 10 a.m. today, we saw Morocco draw with Croatia, 0-0 in a decent result for Morocco. Quite a few of the Arabic countries and North African countries doing very well at the start of this World Cup. Got big backing, lots of supporters there. Could be a World Cup made up for them. Germany 1, Japan 2 in a massive shock earlier. Germany took the lead through Manchester City's İlkay Gundogan from the penalty spot before Japan hit with 2 goals. One from Doan on 75 minutes and Asano on 83 minutes has handed Japan a massive 3 points. And Germany now are going to need to beat Spain in their next game in a huge Goliath clash between 2 massive countries, 2 former world champions. Spain played against Costa Rica. Spain won that by 7-0 in an emphatic victory. And here we've got Belgium taking on Canada. Hello Mixid, thanks very much for tuning in, helping to moderate today's chat, going for a 3-0 victory for Belgium. I'm going for a 2-0 victory. So do let me know in the live chat what your score predictions are for this game. As mentioned before, leave a thumbs up, 100 likes, we're 91 likes, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate, link in the description, also in the live chat, and also using the QR code on screen. Any of them work, so feel free to use whichever you want. Social media links in the description below, and also on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave your thoughts in the live chat too. What's your score prediction for this game? Let me know and I will read it out on air. So we're just getting the countdown to kick off now. Ready and waiting for the start of this game. It's going to be Canada getting us underway, playing in all white, attacking from right to left. And we do have kickoff here for this game between Belgium and Canada. Hopefully going to have goals and hopefully be an entertaining game as well. Belgium playing in their red strips with black sleeves, black shorts, black socks, attacking from left to right. Quite a few Canadians I can see in the stadium supporting Canada today as well. It does get quite confusing, and it's confusing because obviously Canada, one of their shirts is red. The colour you associate with Canada is red, so there'll be a lot of the fans wearing red. And Belgium's colours are red, so there's lots of Belgian fans wearing red. And the seats in the stadium are, you guessed it, red as well. So, got to love that. It's very hard to make a judgment about how many fans are in the stadium, as Belgium have an early opportunity with a shot for Michy Batshuayi. Takes a deflection into the arms of the Canada goalkeeper. Remains 0-0 here between Belgium and Canada in Qatar. Right. As Hoilett comes forward into the penalty area for Canada, squared across, and Belgium managed to get a foot to it. It's headed clear as well. Another opportunity here. Here's Alphonso Davies, the main man everyone's looking out for, seeing what he can do. Cross comes in from Canada, from Johnston. Canada burst into the penalty area. Good feet. Shot comes in. It's not the greatest of shots, and it's blocked by Belgium. And they can come away with the ball, thinking about the counter-attack. The ball played forward too heavy, and Canada can have the ball once more. Good bright start this by Canada after Belgium had an early shot. Right, just getting all my administration stuff sorted. Is just what I'm getting sorted here. As Julie goes for a 3-1 victory today for Belgium. Belgium just quietening the game down. I'm just wondering, right near the halfway line, whether that's corporate and sponsors, and because I know there's been quite a few people who haven't bothered to turn up. And it's not the greatest of displays from FIFA that you've got a load of empty seats at the World Cup. I don't think they were too fussed about international games in the group stage, but I think they'll be more bothered from the last 16 quarter-final onwards if it continues with empty seats. But I imagine if teams are getting towards last 16 quarter-final stage, more and more fans will be heading out to Qatar, as you'll see quite a few fans leaving and going home from the respective clubs that go out. I mean, some will stay, in particular if they've got tickets for quarter-final, semi-final and the final. So, for example, should Argentina manage to get out of the tricky situation that they're in and progress further, you'd see more and more Argentina fans coming into Qatar, filling them empty seats, is what you would think would happen. And same with my team, England, as well. You fancy if England start making it towards the quarter-final, there'll be a lot more England fans starting to head out to Qatar to try and watch England as you try and make history. So it's all about the buzz. Which is why you've seen such a presence. It's always the case that you're going to get a bigger following of fans, a congregation of fans from teams that are near to the location of the hosts. Hence, Saudi Arabia brought a lot of fans, and as they go progress through the World Cup, if they make it to the last 16, there'll be a huge number of Saudi Arabian fans in there, and you've seen it from the North African teams. Tunisia, Morocco have brought a lot of fans. You'll also find local people living around there if they've got tickets, and obviously supporters of other clubs that may have exited but are staying in Qatar for the World Cup will start to switch their allegiance towards teams that they like, players that they like. Lionel Messi obviously being a massive high-profile player, is a player that a lot of people want to watch and support, that will get bums on seats, so to speak. But in the group stage, attendances aren't horrendous, but they're not. You want every game at the World Cup to be sold out. But that's kind of the problem you've got with hosting it in a country that's so small with a population that isn't that big. Good work this from Canada down the right-hand side. The pass comes in. Managed to keep themselves on side. A cross comes in. It's a decent ball in. And trying to follow it up. And out for, I think, a goal kick. In the end. Might have gone out for a corner, you know. That was a quality ball in from Canada. quality ball in. I think that's a goal kick. It's been given as a corner, but I think that was a goal kick. But there we go. Right, corner then for Canada. Had a good 7 minutes, Canada. So, good ball in. Can take a touch. Shot comes in and a deflection, and Canada are absolutely convinced they should have a penalty, but Cannon's appealing heavily for a handball. I imagine VAR will be having another look at that. If there's any part of the arm that's hit and it's away from the body, then it, according to the rules on paper, it should be a penalty. I'd like to see another replay of that. Referees stopped the game. They stopped it. He's just blown the whistle whilst Belgium are in mid-possession. He wants the ball. No, VAR check, and yeah, the referee's been told to go to the screen. That's why he stopped the game. Canada, I think, are getting a penalty here. Is the World Cup that have had a fair few shocks going to see a potential shock again? It's away from the body. It hits the arm. It's Carrasco's arm that it hits. It's harsh. But the rules of the game say that is a penalty. It's harsh. He's turning, and as he's turning, his arm's turning with him. And because it's away from his body, a penalty is given. Penalty Canada. This is massive. This is massive. There's mass hysteria, mass celebration going on in the Canada end like they've scored the pen. They haven't yet. They've still got to score it. But it is a penalty here to Canada. And Yannick Carrasco's given a yellow card for his handball. Julia, I'll come back to what you've mentioned there about the Saudi Arabians being given the day off, because I love that. I absolutely love that. So it's Alphonso Davies, the main man, up against Thibaut Courtois, the left back of Bayern Munich, taking on the goalkeeper of Real Madrid on the world stage to give Canada the lead against Belgium. Alphonso Davies. Ready to take the penalty, just waiting for the referee's whistle. I mean, what could be a huge shock? We're ready. Courtois' been told to stay on his line. Players been told to stay back at the penalty area. Had a long time to think about this, Alphonso Davies. He steps up. Saved! Rebound! Miss! Oh, it's a huge save for Thibaut Courtois! And Canada have missed their great opportunity to take the lead. It was a poor penalty from Alphonso Davies. Oh, it's such a poor penalty. It's nowhere near the corner. The only thing he's got on his side there is it's really low, so Courtois tall. He's got to get down. Asks the question. Of course he gets down there. It's nowhere near the corner. There's not much pace on it. It's a weak penalty. A comfortable save for Thibaut Courtois. The problem I think Courtois had with that save is because he's so big, the only thing he can do with it at such a poor angle hit by Davies is to push it back out, and I felt like that rebound probably should have been buried, but the composure wasn't there from the main man of Canada, Alphonso Davies. He misses, and Belgium stay level here after that handball, which to me is a silly rule. It's not a deliberate handball. He's looking to make the block. As he's making the block, he's turning his back. And as you turn your back, your arms move as well. Not deliberate. But rules are rules. They stick to the rules. So the law of the game says that it's a penalty. It was a penalty, and the penalty was missed. And is that... I mean, I've got Courtois on my bet mate, so that's brilliant for my bet mate. I also have Alphonso Davies in my bet mate, so that's not so great for my bet mate. So there we go. We'll have a look at the damage in a few minutes about what that means. Speaking of bet mate, if you want to come and download the app and come and join me on there, then do feel free. Link is in the description, also in the live chat. Belgium not really been involved here first 12 minutes. Been a very quiet first 12 minutes from one of the tournament favourites. Canada into the penalty area again, and the shot is dragged and it's wide. He couldn't get it under control, Alphonso Davies, the rebound. Good save in the end from Courtois. Canada, though, continuing with their game here, and they're playing well. Cross comes in. It's a decent ball in. Heading back down. And can they get a shot away? They can. It's weak and it's blocked. And Belgium all over the place. And ball given away. And the offside flag's up now. And Canada want a pen. They feel like it's not offside and he was fouled. It should be a pen. And if it weren't offside, it was 100% a pen. Because he legs him up. Although he gets a little toe onto the end of that ball. Might be the saving grace. Belgium are very lucky right now that they're not behind. Checked complete, yeah? Yeah, no penalty, offside given. And Belgium all over the place. Can't deal with Canada's press. Good game plan this from Canada. Question is, can they keep it up? Canada have already had 7 attempts on goal compared with Belgium's 1. Belgium's came in the first minute. It's been a good start to this game. Canada letting Belgium know that they are here. At the Ahmed Bin Stadium. Here's Batshuayi. Works well by Youri Tielemens over to Timothy Castagne on the right. Here's Axel Witsel. Here's Alderweireld. De Bruyne finds a good pass. Tielemans' pass over isn't brill. And out for a throw-in. So through the first entertaining 15 minutes here. And Belgium are lucky that this is still level. They really are. But Canada's missed their golden opportunity to go ahead. We'll have a look at what damage that's done now. That's Hoilett now in the penalty area for Canada. Shot comes in and it's wide. Canada playing well here. Really well. So Courtois got me 7 points. I should have had captain Courtois. Would have been on a winner. So I'm currently 88th. It's the bet mate today is paying up to 30 places once more. Total prize worth £750. £5 entry fee. We're in. I'm 88th, so that's not bad. That's how to play for a throw into Belgium. Can Belgium finally grow into this? JSGC, what's your prediction? Just need to know who wins. Putting money on Unibet. If you wanted a bit of an outsider, the way Canada has started, I wouldn't rule out Canada getting something from this game, but I'm going to stick to the penalty's been saved, so I'm going to stick to my original score prediction, which is Belgium to grow back into this game, Belgium to win this game by 2-0 is my score prediction. So a free kick here for Belgium, 17 minutes in. I think Belgium will be pretty happy now that they've got Canada with every player inside the Canada half as they're looking to try and find a bit of space. Youri Tielemens' pass, not great. I didn't know Herdman was English. Who's he managed? Let's have a look. I don't really know anything about him. John Herdman. You are right, he's English. Who's he managed in the past? He's managed the New Zealand women's side, the Canada women's side, and promoted to the Canada men's side. Wow, here's Kevin de Bruyne bursting forward. Can he find the pass? Oh, why is it? What was de Bruyne's pass there? That is very un-Kevin de Bruyne. Like, he had Youri Tielemens in space on the right, and he's chosen to go down the left. A complete wrong choice. Very un-Kevin de Bruyne. There we go. I didn't know that. So he began coaching football at a young age in England. He was a student, part-time university lecturer at the Northumbria University. He was a development coach for Sunderland's Youth Academy until 2001. And then he moved to New Zealand. When he arrived in New Zealand, he joined the National Association football program in 2003. He was initially a coach education manager and later became the director of football development. He then became head coach of the New Zealand women's side from 2006 until 2011. Working with the national women's team, he managed to lead the under-20 squad to the World Championships in 2006. He also managed to guide the senior squad to the FIFA Women's World Cup in 2007 and 2011, as well as leading them in the 2008 Summer Olympics in China, in Beijing. He also did a bit of played amateur football for Hibiscus Coast, who are in the NRFL Division 2 in New Zealand. So after that, his success with the women's side in New Zealand, he went to Canada. He managed to lead them to a gold medal finish at the 2011 Pan American Games in Mexico. Managed to guide them through the Olympic qualifying tournament in Vancouver to secure a spot at the 2012 Olympic Games in London, where he managed to seal a third place spot for the Canadian women's side with a bronze medal. And they managed to retain their bronze medal at the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. He's not very tall, he's only 5'5", born in County Durham, and in 2018, he was named the head coach of the Canada men's side, a promotion from the women's side. And he also became the men's national director with responsibility for all age groups from under 14s upwards. And then in 2021, he guided the Canadian team up the world rankings up to 40th from 72nd. And managed to get Canada the most improved side of the year. As of February this year, Canada moved up to 33rd in the FIFA World Club rankings. And in March, managed to see Canada qualify for the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Canada's first World Cup in 36 years. And he is the first manager to have successfully led both the national women's and men's teams of a nation to qualify for the World Cup. And that is things you absolutely love to see. A high-quality young manager. He's only 47 years old. That's very young in the manager's world. He's still got a good, 15, 20 years left of his career. And this is definitely a case of somebody who's just seen an opportunity, worked his way up, and on display now we're seeing this Canada team that we've just been speaking about, who are doing a damn good job here against a brilliant Belgium side. And desperately unlucky they didn't put that penalty away, because to me, Canada deserved to be ahead. So, very, very impressed there. John Herdman, Canada's manager. Although Belgium are in. Eden Hazard gives it to Youri Tielemens towards De Bruyne. Here's Batshuayi, and it's over the top of the crossbar. Deflection on the way out, and out for a corner to Belgium. Very impressed that with John Herdman. Done a good job. Carries on like this. It won't be long before clubs around Europe come sniffing for him. Married his childhood sweetheart, Clair, says on his profile. He's got 2 children as well. He's got a good life in Canada. Is the big prizes and the big money now of football going to come calling after this World Cup? Should Canada have a good campaign? That's the question. It's not the easiest of groups for Canada either. Got to compete with Croatia and Morocco, 2 good teams. De Bruyne then with a corner for Belgium. Whipped in, headed clear. I apologise if I keep looking this way. I'm looking this way because that's where my wall chart is, with all my World Cup information on. So I'm using that as my referral. So I know who everyone's got. So I know that Canada's next game is going to be against Croatia. And I've enjoyed this game. I'm more enthralled by this game than I was by yesterday's match that we did our watch-along of, France's game, even though it finished 4-1, and France showing that, you know, they're no team to be let up. They're a decent, high-quality team, even without the likes of Karim Benzema and Christopher Nkunku, Paul Pogba and N'Golo Kante. Still capable. Well worked this from Belgium. And here's De Bruyne in space. You don't want to be giving Kevin de Bruyne space. Here's Eden Hazard. Goes towards the touchline. Wants a throw in. I'm not sure he's got a throw in. I don't think that was the right pass from De Bruyne. He has got a throw in. I don't think that was the right pass from De Bruyne though. I don't think Eden Hazard was ever peeling away from his marker. So Lydia says, I want Canada to make the first goal. So the payout on Belgium is more. Could be another case of team going behind, coming from behind to win. France did it yesterday against Australia. Grew into the game and showed their quality in the end. Saudi Arabia showed their quality against Argentina to come from behind. Seen Japan come from behind earlier as well. Got to be impressed with England beating Iran with all these shocks that have been going on as the good header back from, I think that was Alphonso Davies. And because of that touch, just puts off. Who was that? Was it Castagne? And it just takes a touch off him and out for a goal kick. The Canada send it long. Won well. Launched in the air. Vertonghen's got a battle. Misses out. And Canada can have the ball. A little bit of possession here for Canada. And there's a bit of space on the left-hand side. Here's Alphonso Davies. The space in the middle if he wants to use it. He wants to go on his own. He's doing it all himself. Here's Alphonso Davies. Works it and shot comes in from Canada. And it's wide. Alphonso Davies is top quality, isn't he? And a free kick given against Davies there. He's ran through the team there, Alphonso Davies. Made a joke of Timothy Castagne. In the end, the shot wide. Axel Witsel's missed out, and the free kick's given against Canada there, and I don't agree with that decision. I thought he got the ball. He does get the ball. It's a perfectly good challenge. See why he's upset. He steps in front. If he doesn't get the ball, 100% a free kick. Problem is, he does get the ball. I don't think that's a free kick. Sent long by Belgium. Is Eden Hazard. Batshuayi. Gives the ball away. Witsel comes in with a rough challenge. Canada's game plan is just give the ball to Alphonso Davies. See what he can do with it. Lurking and finding space is what Alphonso Davies is doing. It's a good ball by the keeper. And Canada working their way forward. And that's a good ball down the right-hand side. And can they get this ball into the box right? Into the penalty area, squared across. It's not the right ball that they were looking for. And can be cleared by Belgium through Yannick Carrasco. Does well to keep the ball in as well, but Canada continued to come forward and looked like they were tripped up and it's given away again. And Canada working the way in, and shot comes in and it's blocked and cleared eventually by Belgium. They look dangerous, don't they, Canada? They look really dangerous. They look good. Oh, pressure onto Belgium. They look a bit shaky. Oh, it's coming up to Christmas time. We've got Shaking Stevens on the radio and being played in the shops and everything, but Canada looking a little bit shaky here. And once more, they come forward and it's an appeal for a penalty. They can't believe it. It carries on and it's a brilliant shot, well saved by Thibaut Courtois. How is this 0-0? Referee's letting everything go. And Canada can just work this ball backwards. There's no real appeal for that penalty other than the player that went down. Apologise, I don't know the name. Well, I'd like to use the names. I don't know them. I don't have enough battery power to be able to leave my phone on with a number so I can tell you who's who. Which is how the commentators do it with the programmes. But there we go. So good work this. By Canada into the penalty area. One touch too many. Whacked clear by Vertonghen. It's a good save from Courtois, the shot that came in. So a good height for Courtois. But he does really well to put it out and clear of the danger zone. The Ahmed bin Ali Stadium, Qatar. And Davies is doing everything. He's even coming over to take the throw-ins. So a throw-in here for Belgium. I tell you what, Alphonso Davies might have missed that penalty. That's a good ball into the box. Well controlled. And there's space. There's space everywhere. Should have played the pass to the Canada right-hand side. He was in. Instead, the shot's well blocked and they're hanging on by a thread, Belgium. They really are. They are all over the place. It's coming. It's coming. Ball gets played forward, and here's Batshuayi in space. And he's tackled. Good defending. That's just it from Canada. It's not just been all attack and finding space. They've defended really well. And here's Davies, causing so many problems, finding so much space. And this is good play from Canada. They're aggressive. Cross comes in. It's a good ball in, and the header's over the top of the crossbar. David can't believe it. RK Bobber, thanks very much for tuning in. Canadian yourself. Don't rule them out. They look very good here. Look very, very good. John Herdman's got them playing very well, but here's Belgium finding a bit of space. Kev plays it across. It's a great ball, and shot comes in. All wrong. And into the arms of the keeper. And Batshuayi got the shot wrong. Misses his kick completely. Ends up just hitting the underside of the boot. Takes all the power, all the pace, and all the momentum off it. And it just hits the ground and pings up. And grabbed by the keeper. Summed up well by Batshuayi, going. Put that in slow motion. You get a funny sound. Right, guys, leave a thumbs up. Let's get them likes up. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Link in the description and also in the live chat. So let's have a check of my BetMate. How are we doing? Moved on to 15.5 points. Alphonso Davies slowly pulling it back. I'm into 80th place. Here is Jan Vertonghen. Sends the ball long. Flicked on by Eden Hazard. Batshuayi has the ball. Here's Eden Hazard once more. Castagne has made a run. Spotted by Hazard. Castagne isn't going to keep that in, and it's going to go out for a goal kick to Canada. Just a little bit too much on that from Eden Hazard. They've got dangers all over the pitch. De Bruyne can find space and can find a ball from nowhere. Youri Tielemens has got a right thunder rocket of a shot in him. Batshuayi reads and strips off the defenders really well. Eden Hazard, score from anywhere. Not forgetting the quality of players like Carrasco and Castagne at wing-back. Axel Witsel, the decent player. A good holding midfielder. Alderweireld. Vertonghen. Dendonker. Good defenders. And Courtois, quality keeper. You expect from Belgium. But these first 35 minutes here, to me, they belong to Canada. Canada are the team that look better, look fresher, look more motivated. They've missed that penalty from Alphonso Davies, but they've not let it stop their momentum. Shot after shot after shot. Not scared to have a go. Not scared to work the ball down the left, down the right. No fear. And Alphonso Davies, although he's missed that penalty, is absolutely tearing Belgium apart. And he's tearing them apart because he's taking 2 or 3 players around him and he's still finding them passes as a cross comes in. Headed clear by Toby Alderweireld. And Belgium can come away with the ball. Intercepted really well from Canada. There's that pass. It's a heavy touch. And it'll allow Belgium to pick that ball up through Yannick Carrasco. And Axel Witsel will pick the ball up now and Belgium can come away with the ball. Here is Alderweireld now. It's got Dendonker to one side. Got Vertonghen to the other. Axel Witsel drops deep and receives the ball. Tielemens as well dropping deep to try and receive the ball. There's a big gap, might be the problem they're having here, Belgium. There's a big gap between Tielemens and Witsel and where Kevin de Bruyne is. So you've got two holding midfielders and then a big gap in midfield. Two Canada players are in them positions, ready for them passes to come forward. So it means they've got to play the riskier balls forward. Belgium do, like that. Flicked on from Eden Hazard, and because the ball forward isn't bang on the money, Canada can force the mistake and get the ball back. As Fabian Delph once famously said in the All or Nothing Amazon Prime documentary with Manchester City, it's the basics of football, and sometimes you need to just go back to basics, keep things simple, find the passes, find the players in space, because that's not, Belgium haven't done that. They haven't really found anybody in space. They've just received the ball and looked to go through giving the ball away. And Canada are finding this all too easy. They look much better, and another push comes in against a Canada player. Referee waits for the linesman to give a decision. Canada can't believe it. Referee says no and gives a goal kick. Bit weak. Looked for it. Axel Witsel puts his arm across. There's nothing more in that, I don't think, unless his foot clips in. Let's have a look. It does. His back of his leg hits the back of his leg. It's a clumsy challenge, that. I'm not sure there's enough VAR to say it's clear and obvious. Go and have a look at the monitor. I don't think that's going to happen, and I think he's waved play on, which means check complete. Although they are having a check for a possible penalty now. Referees not been instructed to go and look at the monitor yet. VAR have told him to stop the game. So the match has been stopped. They're speaking with VAR. So they're checking for that challenge in the penalty area. And Canada appealed for it. I didn't think there was too much in it. I still don't think there's enough here to overturn the decision. VAR obviously having a really good look at this. And yeah, there we go. My instinct was correct, and play on is waved, and Belgium will get us underway with a goal kick, which is taken short. Here's De Bruyne now to Alderweireld. So it's been a very shaky first 39 minutes from Belgium. That is clear to say. Worked well this by Belgium. And well received that by Alphonso Davies in their long ball. Like I was saying before, they're not finding players in space. They're just trying hopeful balls forward. And there's Alphonso Davies finding players in space. In the end, a low cross comes into the box. Cleared by Alderweireld and out for a throw into Canada. Been a good game considering it is 0-0 this. Canada have been more than a match for Belgium. Canada have been the better team. And we've already seen Japan beat Germany today. Yesterday we saw Saudi Arabia beat Argentina. We've seen Croatia draw against Morocco. We saw Denmark drop points yesterday against Tunisia. Could we see another potential shock here and Canada take something off Belgium? Could it go one further and be up there with Saudi Arabia beating Argentina and Japan beating Germany? Could we see Canada beat Belgium? Could this be the World Cup of shocks? Here is Eden Hazard. Looking for a bit of consistency from some of the best players and the best teams in the world. We've not really seen it. It's been inconsistent. Spain have looked good. England have looked good. France have looked good. But the rest, not so much. We know Spain's got to meet Germany in the group stage. We know that if England and France top the group, then they're going to meet each other if all goes to plan in the quarter-final. So there's lots of opportunities for teams to progress beyond even the last 16, who may not normally make it to the last 16. with how things are panning out right now. We do still have a couple more groups and our first chance to see some more teams tomorrow. The Netherlands have looked all right. They're in the England and France side of the draw, though. So we've got a chance to see Uruguay taking on South Korea. Of course, with Heung-min Son. Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo, their captain, recently left Manchester United. He's now a free agent. Didn't do an interview today, even though he's the captain and meant to do a press interview before a game. Not done it through fear of speaking about his future. I presume he just wants a good performance on the pitch to let it do the talking for him. Group G as well. You've got Switzerland taking on Cameroon tomorrow. And of course, one of the other tournament favourites, Brazil, got a match against Serbia tomorrow. Mitro's on fire. What can Mitrovic do against the likes of, I presume it's going to be Alisson starting rather than Ederson. Obviously Neymar. Gabriel Jesus. Etc, etc. Lots of quality on show. And that will be our live watch-along tomorrow, by the way. It will be our last live watch-along for a couple of days, as I'll be heading to a fan park to watch England take on the USA Friday night, and I've not got enough time to do one earlier in the day on Friday. Busy doing a vlog on Saturday for a football matchup on JSGC football. If you want to go and check out that channel, links in the description. So that's taking up my time on Saturday. So we won't be back until Sunday, where I'll pick out one of the games to do a live watch-along. That's a good ball played forward. And there is Batshuayi showing the quality for Belgium. And Belgium lead here against Canada just before half-time. That's so harsh on Canada. So harsh. One hopeful ball played forward. It's not dealt with by the high line of Canada. And Belgium lead. And it's Batshuayi in for Romelu Lukaku that gives Belgium the lead. They've not looked impressive, but it's not about looking impressive. It's about scoring goals, and it's just one direct ball forward, lumped downfield, latched on by Batshuayi. The keeper gets a hand onto it. He's going to be disappointed he doesn't save that because it's near enough straight at the keeper. There's too much power. There's too much pace. It's a quality ball forward, and Batshuayi gives Belgium the lead here in Qatar. Belgium 1, Canada 0. I've got Batshuayi in my bet mates. As I'm up to 78th with the Batshuayi goal. Quite a bit behind first though. 10 points. Ouch. So we're going into added on time. What's the ridiculous amount to be added on then? We seem to be averaging 4 minutes in the first half and 7 minutes in the second half. This is good work from Belgium. Hazard now tries to thread a pass through to Batshuayi. Doesn't work, as it's 5 minutes added on here. So we're through the first of 5 minutes. 4 minutes to go then till half time. Canada do well. Work it into space. Need to make sure they keep their heads up. Still in this game. They've still looked good. It's a good pass into space, and just couldn't get that right pass in at the final third at the right moment there to have the opportunity. And Belgium again just look like they're hanging on by a thread. Right place at the right time. Get the foot through it and get it clear. Davies to take the throw in on the left. I was going to line up a long ranger then. A company special. There's Johnston. Oh, that's well worked by Canada. Played across! And over the top of the crossbar. That was a great ball in. He does so well to get his foot onto it. And it's put over the top of the crossbar. Right movement. Just gets his foot over it. And skies it. Great opportunity for Canada. Remains 1-0 Belgium though. Here's Alphonso Davies. And then just working it round at the back. Back to the keeper. Oh, that's great ball. Great work from Canada. Here's Alphonso Davies. He's blocked off. He wants a free kick. Referee says no free kick. Play on. De Bruyne can't release Eden Hazard, and Canada can come away with the ball again, given away cheaply by Belgium once more. Down the right-hand side, which is where Belgium are having a lot of... where Canada are having a lot of success, and that's out for a corner to Canada late on in the first half. So, Sika, thank you very much for tuning in. All the way from Jamaica. Very nice. Not jealous at all. What's the weather like in Jamaica? Have a look. Oh, 31 degrees. Shot comes in then from Canada from the corner, played across. It was headed clear. Shot came back in. Good block from Belgium once more. I'm not sure who it was with the block. And Carrasco does some good defending. Holds firm. And here they come forward here. Can Belgium sucker punch Canada right at the end of the half? De Bruyne. Looked off the pace, De Bruyne. Poor pass. Eden Hazard does well to get the ball back. And Canada can get it clear. And that's out of play for a throw-in. 30 seconds left. There's a chance for maybe one more chance. They wanted a penalty, Canada, but not for me. Lots of appeals for penalties, and yeah, VAR says no penalty, carry on. So there's still about 30 seconds left here, or there should be. The referee's not even going to add it on. Just going to end it there. So there we go. Half-time here in Qatar. And it's Belgium that, in my opinion, undeservedly lead by 1-0 through Michy Batshuayi. And it's Canada that have missed the opportunity to go ahead from the penalty spot. It's been chance after chance after chance. Belgium have hung on and hung on. Good saves made by Courtois. Good persistence held by the centre-backs, Dendonker, along with Alderweireld and Vertonghen. And Belgium have remained resilient and not looked good, but they put their opportunity away and they lead here at half-time against Canada by 1-0. So we're going to do a very quick half-time summary of the game. So in terms of the statistics, in terms of possession, 56% possession for Belgium, 44% for Canada. Belgium have had just 4 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. Clinical, they'll be happy with that. Canada, the shots galore, 14 shots, 10 more shots than what Belgium have had in that first half. Just 2 on target though, and one of them was a penalty, which was saved So not clinical in front of goal from Canada, and they've been wasteful. They could have had 2 or 3 in that first half. At the moment, they've got none. 280 passes for Belgium, 208 for Canada. 2 clear-cut chances created by Canada, 1 for Belgium. 1 corner for Belgium and 2 for Canada, with 1 offside for Canada and none for Belgium. In terms of defensive stats, 1 block shot for Belgium, 6 for Canada. Tackled 1, 6 for Belgium, 2 for Canada. And aerial duels, 5 for Belgium, 4 for Canada. Belgium dominating the defensive stats, even though they've had more possession and played more passes. And that's because of the directness of Canada wanting to make things happen, having shots, forcing the issue. They've not found that all-important first goal. Can Belgium grow on that in the second half? Next goal, absolutely crucial. Will it be that killer 2-goal cushion? Or if Canada peg Belgium back, I can see Canada potentially going on to win this game. So a big second half coming up. 2 saves for Courtois to make, only 1 for the Canada goalkeeper. In terms of discipline, no fouls committed by either team. 3 fouls won by Belgium, 9 for Canada. 1 yellow card for Belgium, none for Canada, and no red cards. The 1 yellow card going to Yannick Carrasco for that handball from him to concede the penalty to Canada, which Alphonso Davies missed, and it was a good save low down from Thibaut Courtois. So there we go. We'll go round the grounds. I don't think there's been any games, or not that many games from around the grounds, no. So in the World Cup earlier on today, it finished Morocco 0, Croatia 0, Germany 1, Japan 2, Spain 7, Costa Rica 0, and currently half-time here, Belgium 1, Canada 0. In the Women's Champions League, it's finished Paris Saint-Germain women's team 5, Valencia 0, Slavia Prague women's side 0, St. Pollen 1, and Chelsea women's side taking on Real Madrid's women's side, and Roma women's side taking on Wolfsburg women's side are taking place at 8 p.m. at GMT. So in 7 minutes time they'll get underway, and there's a couple of games in the Papa John's Pizza Trophy in teams involving League 1 and League 2 teams here in England. Both in the 24th minute, Colchester United 0, Bristol Rovers 0, and Port Vale 1, Barnsley 0. There was meant to be a game in the Southern Premier League today between Swindon Supermarine and Gosport Borough, but that was postponed. So there you go. You are up to date with all things score related from around the world. Do remember to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Leave a thumbs up as well. Let's get them likes up. We're only 4 away from 20. Can we get there over half time? That would be absolutely brilliant. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. The link to BetMate's app is in the description and also in the live chat. It's a free app to download, and BetMate is available to anyone that is 18 and over that are based in the UK. In today's pot worth £750, I'm currently 106 on 19.5 points. Not having the best of starts again here on my BetMate. All to do with my captain and vice captain, and hopefully we can get De Bruyne and Eden Hazard involved a little bit more in the second half in terms of my BetMate to boost me up. At the moment I'm currently 106 out of 178, which isn't brilliant, and currently 14.5 points away from first place and taking top prize, so not great from me in terms of my BetMate. But if you want to come and join the fun, feel free. Link is in the description. Peak saying, as a Canadian City fan, it's hard having to cheer against Kevin De Bruyne. I know what you mean. It'll be very strange, but if England at any point come up against Belgium, I'll be doing the same, and it will be strange. Lydia, €50 on Canada to win. I'm going to wish you the very best of luck. We'll see. If they grab the next goal, anything, and I mean anything, can happen. It's been a World Cup of shocks. Saudi Arabia's beaten Argentina. Japan have beaten Germany. Anything can happen. So guys, I do have some half-time entertainment for you guys to enjoy, and this time it's brought to you by yours truly, JSGC. I was given my latest transfer update yesterday, including the situation on Pep Guardiola agreeing a new 3-year contract at Manchester City, a 2-year extension on his contract. It's all signed, sealed and delivered, I'm pleased to announce. So this is keeping up to date whilst I go and fill up my drink, ready for the second half. See you soon. going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing a Manchester City transfer update, including a huge update on Pep Guardiola's future. Before I do crack on with this video though, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. I am going to be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout the January transfer window for you guys to enjoy. So if you want to stay up to date first and fast on YouTube with all the latest Manchester City transfer news this winter, then do make sure you have subscribed. Aiming for 28k subscribers, now less than 330 subs away, hoping to hit that by the end of the year, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 300 likes once more is the aim. Also, don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by GT Player. All details and links, they are in the description. So let's crack on with this video. We've only got two stories. The first is an update on Jude Bellingham. Now, the latest on that is the Mail say that Real Madrid right now do not feel that they can match Borussia Dortmund's £130 million price tag. That's 150 million euros. That is what Borussia Dortmund are asking for Jude Bellingham. We know that Manchester City are interested. We know that Liverpool are interested. And whilst that price remains so high, Real Madrid, they are not interested. That's good news for Manchester City. It means we're just in a straight tussle between us and Liverpool. Will Liverpool have the finances? They're trying to find more investment so they can make big transfers like Jude Bellingham happen. So I do feel, just like with Erling Haaland, if Man City want to make this transfer happen, they need to strike quick. Now, the bonus that we do have is we do have good relations with Borussia Dortmund. Liverpool also have good relations with Borussia Dortmund too. So it's just a tussle, and it could well come down to if City and Liverpool are prepared to pay Borussia Dortmund's asking price and they're prepared to pay what Bellingham's wants in his package, including his wage, bonuses, etc, etc. It could straight up just come down to a choice as to whether Bellingham feels like he can develop more at Manchester City or Liverpool, and which one would be the bigger appeal to him. City do, of course, have his good friend Erling Haaland already at Manchester City, and that could be very important when it comes down to the wire for this transfer, which is what I'm expecting to happen. So we will see. Now, what could be crucial is securing the long-term future of Pep Guardiola, because one phone call to a football player from Pep Guardiola, the player sits down, the player listens, and then all of a sudden the heads can get turned. And if Pep Guardiola's promising the development of Jude Bellingham to make him into one of the best players in the world with the guarantee of regular playing time and also the potential exit of one or two Manchester City central midfielders, which could happen with Gundogan's contract, of course, with his contract expiring in the summer, and also we don't know what's happening with Bernardo Silva. There is potential for a midfielder or two to come to Manchester City and make that spot their own. So there is that appeal there, and Pep Guardiola could be the key to this transfer. So speaking of Pep Guardiola, we've got the latest on him now. 24 hours ago, Sport was saying that Pep Guardiola has made a decision on his future. He has decided that he's going to sign a contract extension at Manchester City. He wants to stay at Manchester City, which is absolutely brilliant news. Now, I was speculating in my notes, is it going to be a 2-year extension? Is it going to be a 3-year extension? And whilst it'd be great to get Pep Guardiola tied down to as long a deal as possible, I just cannot see Pep Guardiola committing himself for so many years at Manchester City. So I was expecting the potential of a 1 or 2 year extension, in the hope that it would be a 2-year extension, so 3-year contract from now, which would be a contract until 2025 of the summer, with, of course, Pep Guardiola's contract being up in the summer of 2023, which is obviously just next summer. It's not that long away. And then it's been reported, we've had the big breaking news this afternoon. David Ornstein, reliable, great with information on Manchester City, on Premier League clubs. This is reliable information. Pep Guardiola has agreed a 2-year extension at Manchester City. It's going to be a 3-year deal from now, so it will expire in the summer of 2025, which is absolutely brilliant news in my opinion. It's going to be signed and announced once Pep Guardiola is in Abu Dhabi in the next week or two. He's going to meet with Sheikh Mansour. I presume they're going to get all the pictures and everything sorted, ready for that announcement at some point in the next 4 weeks or so, that Pep Guardiola has committed a couple more years to Manchester City, which, as I was mentioning before with Jude Bellingham and other potential transfers, it's huge because players know that if Pep Guardiola's staying and they're going to get 2 or 3 years of coaching out of Pep Guardiola, then that is a massive, massive appeal. Pep Guardiola is the biggest name in football management. Pep Guardiola is the manager that every football player wants to work with. So that is a huge appeal, and that's a big, big deal for Manchester City, and one of the biggest deals we've got done in the last 12 months. In my opinion, it's a huge, huge contract renewal for Manchester City, and it could have huge implications for City's business in the transfer market and with potential contract extensions. İlkay Gündoğan, and Arin didn't know what was happening with Pep Guardiola. Wants his future sorted first. With Pep Guardiola's future sorted, very simple for İlkay Gündoğan now. Either stay and work with Pep or leave. That's his decision now. There's no and Arin. If this is going to happen, is that going to happen? And it's the same with other potential transfers as well. Jude Bellingham, for example, he knows Pep Guardiola's staying. He's going to get a couple of years, 2, 3 years out of Pep Guardiola. He's going to be very happy with that. So that is huge, huge news for Manchester City. I know the opinions from some fans are very split on Pep Guardiola. To me, he's a brilliant manager. There is no manager out there that can improve Manchester City more than what Pep Guardiola can. 4 Premier League trophies in 5 years is impressive. He's taken us to a Champions League final. He's just not got over that hurdle. Pep Guardiola, come June of next year, could get over that hurdle. He gets over that hurdle, then he is the elite. He's the best manager Manchester City have ever had. Hands down, no questions asked, and he's right on the cusp of that. The only thing evading him is that Champions League trophy, and I firmly believe that we can win the Champions League under Pep Guardiola. I firmly believe that we can win the Premier League in May with Pep Guardiola in charge and his future sorted. I'm excited. I'm happy with that news. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Pep Guardiola has agreed a new 3-year contract or a 2-year extension of his contract at Manchester City. Big, big news. So don't forget, if you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up. 300 likes, that's the aim. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Pep Guardiola signing his extension. Are you happy or not? Let me know why, if not. Also, don't forget as well, subscribe to my channel. Daily Manchester City transfer updates coming from January 1st for you guys to enjoy. So go and subscribe to stay up to date first and fast with all the latest Manchester City transfer news on YouTube. Social media links there in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, GT Player, who very kindly sent me this limited edition Manchester City chair. Go and check it out. Links and details there in the description, and I'll see you all again real soon for the next Manchester City video. I am doing World Cup watch-alongs every single day for you guys to enjoy. Live later on tonight, France against Australia. Come and join me for that. We'll have lots of fun, and I'll see you all again real soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now. And we do have kickoff here for the second half between Belgium and Canada. Belgium have made a couple of changes. I've seen that Carrasco has gone off and Thomas Meunier has come on. Try to look at who the other sub is. I missed it. And it's Onana that's come on, I think, for Tielemens. I think it was Tielemens anyway. Yeah, Tielemens off, Carrasco off. Great for my bet mate. Tielemens in my bet mate as well, scoring me a hefty 1 point. Had a disaster there. And that's his evening done. Managed to fill my drink up anyway. Great stuff. So what can Canada do here second half? Themselves a free kick. Axel Witsel on Hutchinson. Canada had a good first half. What can they do second half here to get back in it? I think another free kick given to Canada this time for a push from Onana. It was a clear and obvious push as well. Stupid challenge. I think if he does anything else, he'll be going into the book. Just a simple push that he doesn't need to do. So long ball gets played over from Canada. Buchanan's strong. And gets the ball. Argy-bargy going on. That's great. Ball comes into the box. It's not a bad ball in and header down. It's wide. It's a good ball into the box, that. It's an opportunity. There wasn't too much pace on the ball. So when it's floated in, it's got to be pinpoint accurate, hasn't it? So a throw in here for Belgium. Just inside their own... Well, it's just inside. It's midway inside their own half. Just outside their own penalty area. Castagne to take. Cleared upfield. And given away by Canada. Can't be giving the ball away high up. In particular to players of quality like Eden Hazard. Here's Batshuayi. Gives it to Jan Vertonghen now. To Alderweireld. Dendonker now. Working it right across. Castagne. Sorry, Castagne's gone to the right, so it's Meunier. Thomas Meunier has gone to right wing back. As Davies comes in. It's caused lots of problems, Alphonso Davies. And a shot comes in from Canada and it's wide. You're going to be struggling to beat someone of Courtois' quality even from there. 20 yards out. Off balance. Forced wide. I just realised, why has Belgium's sleeves got flames on them? Remind me of them primary school shirts, the black shirts with the flames on. Moses, thank you very much. I wish I was in the baking 31-degree sunshine of Jamaica right now. That's like 8 degrees here. 8! And a bit nippy. And wet. Weather's always a bit naff here in November. Gets very crisp in December. And by the time we get to the end of December into early January, it goes very cold. Not as cold as the places far north, but it gets really miserable and cold here. I'm talking we're lucky to see any temperature above 5 degrees through the winter. And we normally get the worst of it through January and Feb. So start to see it turn. Because the weather's not been too bad through October and the beginning parts of November. We've been lucky enough to see highs of like 18, 19 degrees in some places. All downhill from here. We've not had our first frost of the year yet, though, which is good. They were saying there's going to be a bit of northerly winds coming down. Not happened yet. I'm not recall the temperature drop really overnight below 3 or 4 degrees. Daytime temps of 8 and above, which I think is forecast for the next couple of weeks, which will take us into the beginning of December. We can't really complain. Not had any snow yet. We normally get our first sighting of snow at some point in December. Belgium worked this really well. Dinked over. That's a poor ball. Dinked over from Batshuayi. Onana towards Batshuayi. Starting to find a bit more space, Belgium. It looks offside there, but the ball's not accurate anyway, and it'll go out for a throw-in. I think a free kick's been given against Thomas Meunier, and it has a yellow card. What's happened then? I think it's because his elbow's gone into the side of his head or this part of the arm. There's nothing malice in it. Challenge from Meunier on Junior Hoilett. Now that you've mentioned the sunny weather and it's 31 degrees, I just want to be sat on the beach in the Caribbean with my shorts on, really nice baggy shirt, sunglasses, lounging around, not doing anything. Doing my watch-alongs there. Oh, jealous. Anyway, cross comes in. It's too deep from Canada and out of play for a goal kick. And that's good pressing from Hoilett. He wants a corner. And a corner given. Dendonker worked into trouble. There was a goal kick. Maybe the referee just wants a bit of drama, see what Canada can do. Corner Canada then. First 10 minutes. Not been in that eventful first 10 minutes. Not as eventful as the first half. Corner here for Canada. What can they do? They're working it. That's a poor pass, and that's... Yeah, not great from Canada. Don't understand why Davies didn't just put a ball into the box. That's great work from Buchanan. The cross not so great, but to dink it over the top of Jan Vertonghen. Knew as soon as that ball left his boot, he'd got that wrong. And he's giving a free kick against Onana again. And very frustrated, Onana, and he's into the book. Belgium losing their heads, even though they're ahead. So Madou Onana's into the book. I mean, he's left a trailing arm as he's dribbling with the ball. It makes contact. Silly thing to do. But you got to do what you got to do when you're behind in a World Cup match. There's some changes here for Canada. Larin comes on for Junior Hoilett. And second sub being made. Hutchinson comes off. Kone comes on. And here they are coming forward. Belgium. Thomas Meunier moves it across to Vertonghen. Goes backwards to Alderweireld. And it's a poor giveaway from Alderweireld. And Vertonghen's got a bit of mopping up to do. And a free kick conceded by Canada. And Belgium can get away with that. So don't forget, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. We've now surpassed 20 likes. We're on that push to 30 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here as well. That would be much appreciated. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Link in the description, also in the live chat. And here come Canada once more. David can't find an accurate pass. And Belgium can come away with it and get the ball clear. A heavy touch from Kone, but he can keep control of the ball. It's going to work to the left-hand side. Here is Buchanan. He goes down. It's going to be a free kick to Canada. On the left-hand side, a good crossing position this. So they've moved Buchanan to the left-hand side from the right. A tactical change. So a chance there to put something of quality into the box. On the hour mark. Cross comes in, it's deep, too deep. Now play for a goal kick. Ball build up, delivers nothing there. And Belgium are going to prepare another substitution. Belgium have been a bit sloppy with their ball distribution. Eden Hazard's got hold of the ball. He's going to have to turn. He's got the support of Axel Witsel. Can allow Belgium to push up at least. For it to work back to Alderweireld. De Bruyne. It's had a very quiet game, De Bruyne, so far. Onana goes backwards to Dendonker. Here is Courtois to Alderweireld. not cleared properly and out of play for a throw-in. I think Belgium are going to make their sub. They are. And it's going to be Leandro Trossard coming on for Eden Hazard. He's going to hand the captain's armband over to Jan Vertonghen. So Trossard of Brighton comes on. He's had a good season so far. And plays allowed to continue, and a shot comes in for Buchanan. It's wild, it's high, it's wide. Out of play for a goal kick to Belgium. An ugly shot. Paulus from Belgium given away again. Out for a throw-in. So cheap in possession sometimes. And this has been far from a good performance from Belgium. And if I'm watching this, I'm thinking Belgium can be got at. If you're prepared to have a go and you're clinical, you're probably going to have a field day against these. And cross comes in from Belgium and out of play for a corner kick. A little pocket full of Belgium fans congregated together there. So a corner here for Belgium. What can they do? Comes in. Needs nodding back across, and that'll be a free kick to Canada. And is. It's a cynical foul. By Trossard. To stop the counter-attack that early up, but we don't get a yellow card for it. It's so high up, there's no opportunities there. The game's had its sting taken away, and you can just notice a bit of momentum change as Onana comes forward into the penalty area. It's a heavy touch. He goes down. The Belgian fans want a penalty. Referee says no. Play on. Ball comes forward. So Vertonghen's just gone down. Appealing. That looked like it went out. It hasn't. And Canada can continue to have the ball. I don't know what's happening here. And eventually it's given away by Alphonso Davies. And here's Kevin de Bruyne now. Sets Batshuayi away nearly. De Bruyne felt like the pass was good enough. Why is Batshuayi not taking it under control? And Canada can come away. And this is where Belgium and De Bruyne are so dangerous now, sitting at the top end of the high line. Here is Buchanan now to Alphonso Davies. A shot comes in from Canada, wide. From Lai. So goal kick here for Courtois to take. Takes it short. Goes to Dendonker. Sent upfield. De Bruyne. Does well. Does really well. He's got control of the ball here, De Bruyne. On the right-hand side. Squares it across and here's Batshuayi. And he takes his time and gets it wrong. And Kevin de Bruyne again looks frustrated. Commentator sums that up well. He says Batshuayi just waits again, thinking he's got all the time in the world and he hasn't. And that's why the challenge comes in and it's a corner. De Bruyne takes. It's headed up, cleared by Canada. And David slipped without putting his foot through it, so Canada haven't got this clear. Here's Axel Witsel. Back to Batshuayi. Just guilty of that miss there. Onana. Meunier. De Bruyne. Gives it to Trossard. Here's Castagne. Batshuayi. Space opens up for Batshuayi. Twisting and turning in the penalty area, and Canada surround him out and they can get the ball clear. Alderweireld gets it under control. He'll just work it backwards to Thibaut Courtois. He'll play it forward now and they can come forward here, Belgium. Dendonker with the pass. Here's Witsel. Castagne now. Goes back to goalkeeper Courtois. So 22 minutes remaining plus whatever's to be added on here. Still only a slender 1-0 lead for Belgium. Been a far from perfect performance, but you do feel like there's a goal coming pretty soon for Belgium to wrap this one up. A killer second goal. Canada look like they've got some tired legs. Look like the game's a bit spent for them now. The gaps between midfield and attacks getting bigger. They're struggling to get hold of the ball. The defence is continuing to push forward. The gaps left, right and centre. And Belgium now starting to show their quality and finding and exploiting them gaps. Here's Witsel now to De Bruyne. His pass isn't great to Batshuayi, though. It's a problem De Bruyne's got. He's used to passing to Erling Haaland, the best striker in the world. This time he's got Batshuayi ahead of him. Not great. That's a good challenge from Onana. Risky challenge on a yellow card, but a challenge nonetheless. Sent long then by Courtois. That's a cracking ball. That's a brilliant ball and great touch as well, and it's not a great pass. Looked offside then. Lawyer. And that's a dodgy pass, which Belgium very nearly press and win back. And there's a bit of space, not found, and put out of play for a throw insensibly by Alderweireld. Belgium holding firm. The defence has been fairly decent from Belgium. They've held firm with backs against the wall. Here's De Bruyne. It's a good run this from Kevin De Bruyne. Floats it in. It's a good ball to Batshuayi, but his touch is horrendous. Out of play for a throw-in. So Canada still in this. Coming forward. Here's Buchanan. Can't find that final pass, can they, Canada? And Clair. Do you feel like that opportunity has come and gone from the penalty spot? And free kick given against Belgium there, and Canada can have a free kick. So 18 minutes remaining here. Still Belgium lead by 1-0. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. We're 7 likes away from 30 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe, and you can go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Link is in the description and also in the live chat. You can use the QR code as well. See how we're doing on BetMate. Not really been close from me today. We're up to 97th. But it's nothing brilliant, is it? I mean, Eden Hazard's already come off. Tielemens has come off. If we get a Castagne goal, that's doubtful, but it'd be good. So Lawyer comes off, and Adekub comes on. Ball gets sent long from Belgium, headed clear by Canada. That's a poor ball forward from Canada. Really poor ball forward. Straight to Courtois. Belgium can build an attack here. Next goal so crucial, as we've been saying all second half. Batshuayi's got to be looking across the line and staying on side there. Pass comes in from Onana. And Batshuayi's not on side, so he doesn't chase after it, doesn't attempt it because he knows he's offside. Lazy. Yeah, it's Batshuayi that has the goal. I've heard rumours that Harry Kane's had his ankle scanned, and there's a big doubt for the USA game. So they've been debating about what, because it's so important to England's play, who England's going to play with. I was pretty impressed with Callum Wilson. I wouldn't have a problem with him starting. Would be my pick. If not Callum Wilson, I'd probably move Raheem Sterling up top, and maybe put Jack Grealish or Phil Foden out wide, or even Rashford would be an option. Would be the 3 choices for me. Excuse me. I think Callum Wilson would be my choice. He looked pretty good when he came on. Here is Buchanan on the right now. It's well played and can't take the touch properly, and it's cleared by Alderweireld. Here's Belgium. Canada wants more. What can they do? Can they find that equaliser? Kone now.
World Cup football for you tomorrow live on BBC One at 12:45. It's Uruguay against
ball gets sent forward, well controlled by David. Got the ball once more here. Canada chipped in well. Try and get a shot away. It's blocked. There's so many bodies there. The back three have looked really good for Belgium. Here's Buchanan. Cross comes in. Not the greatest. Cleared. Sitting deeper here, Belgium is getting closer to full time. 13 minutes remaining. It's all about just getting that all-important 3 points. Belgium's next game is going to be against Morocco. Canada got a game against Croatia. As Belgium make substitutions. And it's Batshuayi that's going to come off. Tired now. The day's catching up with me. Batshuayi, the goal scorer, the only goal of the game, comes off. And Openda comes on. And one of my betmate players goes off. Great. It's all on Captain De Bruyne. How is the betmate doing now? Still in 97th. It's Ando 10 leading the way at the Mo, with his captain Batshuayi 14 points. It's got vice captain De Bruyne, Alderweireld and Vertonghen's where it's at with their defensive performance, having Courtois, what's done well for Ando. But it can all be turned on its head in a moment. Still a big 11 minutes to play. Cross comes in. Header! Save from Courtois. It's a good header. It's on target and it needed to be saved. It's a good ball in. It's a good flick. And it's good goalkeeper from Courtois. He's a big keeper. He's very difficult to beat. The easiest ways of beating Courtois, if you're going to go with a header, we've seen it before when City have played Madrid. Gabriel Jesus does it when he does his headers against him, heads them down into the ground, makes it difficult to judge where it's going to bounce, how low or how high it's going to be. He makes it look really easy, Courtois goalkeeping. Buchanan then comes off, and Miller comes on for Canada. Esqueba comes off as well, and Osorio comes on. There's Canada on the right-hand side. Chance to put another ball into the box. They do. It's not very good. And not picked off, and that'll be a free kick. A yellow card shown to Alphonso Davies. It is late on Trossard. And studs go down, so yellow card given, correct decision. Must be dead weird for Kevin de Bruyne playing with Thibaut Courtois, considering Thibaut Courtois had an affair with Kevin de Bruyne's then girlfriend at one point when they were both at Chelsea. Is Canada coming forward once more? Alphonso Davies is on the right now, centralising himself. He's been causing problems all day for Belgium. And space opens up a little bit here, but the pass isn't right. Cleared, and here's Kevin de Bruyne now. He gets his feet muddled up, and Canada can have the ball once more. Not the greatest pass, and Belgium can get the foot on it and get it clear, and De Bruyne can find the pass. Canada do well to win the ball back. And the left with a gap. That's good pace being shown, and that's a nasty challenge. That's a really nasty challenge. What colour is this? It's just a yellow for Johnston. It's nasty, it's late, it's from behind. There might be a potential scissor motion from behind as well. That's a nasty challenge from Alistair Johnston then. He's into the book. Let's have a look at the challenge. It's a nasty challenge. Really nasty challenge.
World Cup victory, Belgium, but it's certainly not been as far as one. It's not in the back just yet. Well, here's that challenge for Johnson again. I think that's for trying to stop the counter attack.
So a free kick here for De Bruyne. It's about 30 yards out, 25, 30 yards out. The problem is it's right near enough level with the whitewash of the penalty area on the left-hand side. So it's really difficult to get a shot in and get it in. The only way you'd be able to put a shot in and get it in is if you hit the near post, and it has to hit the post and go in. A very similar free kick to what he scored against Leicester. He's going to whip it in instead. It's a decent ball in, and it's headed over by Belgium. That was an opportunity that, as we enter into the last 5 minutes of normal time here. Pass comes forward from Canada, cut off by Belgium from Meunier. And Belgium can come forward now. Witsel gives it to KDB. It's a good run this from De Bruyne. It opens up well and shoots, and it's high and it's wide. It's un-De Bruyne-esque. He's not had the best of games, KDB. It's off balance. And Canada survive, and Canada's still in this. 85th minute, 1-0. I'm not sure who that was for Belgium there. Trying to make an interception with a diving header. I like it. Cross comes in from Canada. A good ball in and header warning over the top of the crossbar. Lawrence just, I think he's ahead of the ball here. And he's reaching for it, and because of that, he loops the header. And it's high, it's wide. And out for a goal kick, 4 minutes remaining. Plus whatever's to be added on, probably looking at about 7 or 8 minutes. That's out of play for a throw in to Belgium. I can't believe with the quality on show that they're not selling out these matches. It's all to do with dense population, shows just how much of the World Cup relies on the local economy and the local people to turn up. Here's De Bruyne. Plays a good pass into Trossard. He's taking it away from goal and out of play for a goal kick. Too much on it. Games, thanks very much for tuning in. Hello. Canada had 21 attempts on goal, 3 on target. 7 attempts for Belgium, 2 on target. Not been the cleanest of performances, this, from Belgium at all. Can Canada find something late on? Still feel like there's at least a goal left in this game. Whether it's a 2-0 Belgium win or Canada finding something late on. Just feel like there is a goal there. And it's ping-ponged through, and this might be it, and it's into the penalty area, and who's there but Jan Vertonghen. Alderweireld and Jan Vertonghen are held really firm. They've looked really good today. Referee's having a word with Axel Witsel. Now play can continue. The 2 minutes remaining a normal time. Belgium can come away with it. Canada wanted a 3 kick. They're not getting one. Are they interested in the counter-attack? They are. But it's not a very good diagonal ball across, and Canada can come away with it. Here's Alphonso Davies looking for a bit of support. Looking for them defenders to push forward. Get that high line in there. Help with the extra support, with the extra pass, the extra space. Works it out wide. Cross comes in. Headed clear. I don't think crosses are the way to go. The penalty by Davies was really poor. No conviction. No real pace. Low down. The only advantage he had was it was low down and Courtois was big. But because of the lack of pace, he gets there as Canada attempt to put another cross in. Out for a corner in the last minute of normal time. And the fans right behind the goal there where Canada were attacking are getting going. Trying to get a bit of atmosphere. Flags are waving. They're shouting and screaming. They want to make something happen. Corner here for Canada. More defending for Belgium to do. Corner comes in. It's deep. Too deep. Out of play. Goal kick. Poor corner. They've not got that quality in the final third, have they, Canada? Maybe against teams that aren't as defensively strong as Belgium, they might. Get a better idea, actually, in their next game against Croatia, who, again, another stubborn team defensively. And the other team in the group, Morocco, another stubborn defensive team. They're going to have to find the quality in that final third if they want to go through to the last 16, Canada. I'd be encouraged if I was a fan of Canada, as a shot comes in with the outside of the foot of Thomas Meunier, and it's out of play from a block for a corner to Belgium as we're into added on time now. We'll see how long it's going to be added on. And it's just 5 minutes. It's a very short added on time. Very short. Here's De Bruyne, squares it across, straight into the arms of the keeper. And Canada have got 4 minutes. Who do I think is going to win the World Cup? Before the World matches had started, I said Argentina. I will give a better answer after the second round of fixtures as to whether my answer's changed from Argentina. It's difficult to judge on the first game. Second game, you can get a better judgment. At the moment, the team I've been most impressed with is Spain. Cross comes in, header comes in from Canada into the arms of Courtois, and he goes down. He's time wasting against Canada, which shows how well Canada have done. Meunier is more than equal to that. Headed clear. 3 minutes remaining then for Canada to find something. Into the penalty area. Tries to play another pass. The passes aren't there. They've got to be a bit smarter. Maybe a shot from long distance or something. A deflection or a spill or a bounce right in front of the keeper or something. Because these crosses and passes, they're not getting through the stubborn defence of Belgium. Right, we're at that stage where I'm going to end the live stream very soon. So don't forget, if you are enjoying the content, please do subscribe. We're on that push towards 28k subscribers. We want to hit that by December 31st. We're less than 400 subs away. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries, let me know what you thought of this game in the live chat whilst we're still live. Or let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you're watching this after the game. Also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up. We're on 22 likes now. See if we can get that towards 30 likes in the post-production. That would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. The link to BetMate is in the description and also in the live chat if you want to go and download the BetMate app. It is a free app to download, and when you do download it, if you want to sign up, you can use code JSGC5. That'll take you, that'll give you a £5 in free bets. It's available to anybody in the UK who is 18 or over. Do remember, if you're going to gamble, do gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. So we are going to head over to BetMate now to see who the winner is. I don't think it's going to be me.
We can't call the effort levels, that's for sure. The asking questions to his four players in the games that have come into this, show a bit more composure. And if they do that, they're going to team that can't cause you problems. And launch what may be the last attack of the game.
So on to BetMate. And I am 104th on 36.5 points as we're through the 5 minutes here. And the referee blows the final whistle. And Belgium beat Canada by 1-0. Michy Batshuayi's goal in the first half is enough to hand Canada Canada the loss and Belgium the win. Canada looked very good first half. Looked like they were going to make things happen. Alphonso Davies missed a big opportunity from the penalty spot. Belgium had a little purple patch in the last, 7 or 8 minutes of the first half. Scored one, probably should have scored another. Didn't manage to put the game to bed in the second half. They had a couple of good opportunities hitting on the break. It's Alderweireld, Dendonker and Vertonghen that hold firm to keep Courtois a clean sheet. And it's Belgium that win and pick up an important 3 points in Group F, which sends them top, with Morocco and Croatia drawing earlier on 0-0. So it keeps Canada interested. But what Canada need to do now in their next game is make sure they beat Croatia. So big tie coming up between Canada and Croatia in their next game. Belgium know a win against Morocco in their next game. They're there in the last 16. But not a classic by any means. But an entertaining game. I enjoyed watching Canada So we'll see what happens for the future going into the second game of the World Cup. And I enjoyed learning about their manager as well. So there we go. So BetMate, big congratulations. It looks like Ando 10 is going to win the £190.50 first place spot. So a big shout out to you. Well done. And we will be back again tomorrow. I'm going to sort out the live stream, get the link out for you guys tonight, and sort out my BetMate ready for tomorrow's live stream watch along. It is going to be Brazil taking on Serbia. If you go onto BetMate, you've got a free pot, Switzerland taking on Cameroon, where you can enter for free as well. The link to BetMate in the description, also in the live chat. Thank you to BetMate for sponsoring this video. Thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you to everyone that's left a thumbs up. Thank you to everybody that's interacted with me today. And I'll see you all again tomorrow. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their evening. I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.